must believe how much I care for you. You're everything I've ever yearned for in a woman.
But I am so... You didn't go?
Couldn't. Mine's in the channel. 48 hours leave.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes. 2 whole days. You know, I thought about you all last night. Couldn't sleep a wink.
You managed to remember me at last, then?
Yes, barely managed. Myra, what do you think we're going to do today?
Well,
Oh, you won't have time for that.
For what?
For hesitating. No more hesitating for you.
No?
No.
Well, what am I going to do instead?
Going to get married.
Roy, you must be mad.
I know it. Marvelous sensation.
Oh, Roy, do be sensible.
Not me.
But you don't know me.
I'll discover you. Spend the rest of my life doing it.
Roy, this is wartime. It's because you're leaving so soon, because you feel that you must spend the whole of your life in 48 hours.
We're going to be married. It's you. It'll never be anyone else.
But how can you tell that?
Now listen, darling. None of your quibbling. None of your questioning. None of your doubts. This is positive, you see? This is affirmative, you see? This is final, you see? You're going to marry me. You see?
I see.
I have proposed once, but it wasn't really a serious proposal. It was more of a fun thing at the time, and I was going to do it a lot better at a later date, but never got the chance. This was, yes, probably about 10 years ago, and we'd actually been to a wedding, so we'd all having a good time, and yes, I actually got up on stage and proposed, and my girlfriend at the time said, "You're not proposing to me like that." And I said, "Well, yeah, fair enough, it wasn't really a proposal, but I never got the chance to do it properly." It sort of turned into a karaoke night, and while I was up on stage, I just decided to propose. I don't know, my cousin's wedding beforehand got me all in the emotional mood sort of thing, so I just over the microphone in front of, I don't know, a couple of hundred people, I said, "Tina, would you marry me?" I just said, "Everyone listen up." I said, I got an announcement. I said, "Tina, I love you." I said, "Would you marry me?" And everyone sort of cheered and yelled, but yeah. She wasn't mad, but she didn't take it as well as what everyone else did. And later on, she said, "You know, I don't want that as to be the proposal." She said, "You asked me properly," and she said, "I'll say yes," but she didn't want me to do it that night, which I thought was fair enough. If I meet anyone else, it depends on the girl, how I would ask, I think. If I ever get a chance again, we'll see.
I think I've definitely thought about it, but I think I would find it so unbelievably awkward that every time I think about it, I panic. So, as far as an ideal proposal goes, it couldn't be anything too, I guess, cliched or overly romantic, because I can be very, very awkward in situations, so I think I'd kind of do something very strange or sabotage the moment because it was too uncomfortable. So perhaps like a letter or something which actually wasn't kind of so obvious. I'd probably really like something extremely creative and almost gimmicky in a sense, but not like skywriting or something like that, but something, I guess, creative that reassured me that they'd put a lot of thought into wanting to do that. And I don't think I could cope with a sunset. I couldn't cope with down on one knee or anything like that. I think it would have to be, it would have to suit my personality. I guess for me, I love the idea of romance. I can't deny that, and I love all these rituals around it as well. And I think it would just have to be thoughtful and possibly as, something to avoid me becoming incredibly awkward in a situation and possibly saying no.
Alongside the river, I'm down on one knee, propose to my girlfriend. You know, romantic dinner, walk along, then I'll tell her I got something to ask her and get her attention. And then I kind of want it to be a surprise too, right up until the last minute. So yeah, I reckon all of a sudden just get down on one knee. I talk about something really ordinary, just everyday life, something completely off topic to marriage or anything, or love or anything like that. And then just out of nowhere, just say to her, I got a question to ask you, and then, you know, pop it out, I reckon. It's always going to be yes. Probably in my mind it would have been she would have cried and really overjoyed. Cried and laughed, hugged, kissed, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. We definitely have to customise it to the girl, you know what I mean? Like if you're dating a chick who's really into romance and everything, you like do your best attempt to make it really special for her. But yeah, it definitely changed with a different person, different girl. I don't think people really think about whether they can spend the rest of their life with someone. They're kind of blinded by love. You know, you can love someone and get married to them, but it doesn't mean you're able to spend your whole life with them, you know? That's a whole nother factor. I guess you have to really think about that before you propose to someone, if you can spend the rest of your life with them. You can't know, that's the thing. It's a big risk, big jump. But if you feel like you're sure in your head, then I guess you can go for it. But if you have any doubts, then you shouldn't.
So I see I shall have to marry.
I never heard it was a bad day.
Would you be more convinced if I fell to my knees?
Tell me, loose your vomit and get out of here.
Forgive me for startling you with the impetuosity of my sentiments, my dear Scarlett. I mean, my dear Mrs. Kennedy. But it cannot have escaped your notice that for some time past, the friendship I have felt for you has ripened into a deeper feeling. A feeling more beautiful, more pure, more sacred. Dare I name it? Can it be love?
Get up off your knees. I don't like your common jokes.
This is an honorable proposal of marriage, made at what I consider a most opportune moment. I can't go all my life waiting to catch you between husbands.
You're cross, and you're conceited. And I think this conversation's gone far enough. Besides, I shall never marry again.
Oh, yes, you will. And you'll marry me.
You? I don't love you. And I don't like being married.
Did you ever think of marrying just for fun?
Marriage fun? Little indeed. Fun for men, you mean? Hush, do you want me to hear you outside?
You've been married to a boy and an old man. Why not try a husband of the right age? With a way with women.
You're a fool, Red Butler. When you know I shall always love another man.
Stop it. You hear me, Scarlett? Stop it. No more of that talk.